WDSU first warning weather, not another hot and humid day. Storms a little bit fewer in coverage as we found in the last couple of weeks. Got another day of storms, but I'm really finding some days ahead we're not going to find as many storms, and that's going to be Friday and leading into the weekend. We're going to start with real-time temperatures there. We're still into the 80s. Got some 70s already to the North Shore, where it hasn't been too awfully bad in this particular forecast. And we're also looking for the dew points. They are way up here too, with the temperature at 78 here. The dew point at 78 here in the North Shore. Dew points in the 76-degree range here in Bogalusa at 75. So we're looking at what we've got here in the bigger picture for us there, and we've got at least some storm activity. We've got some fronts that are starting to near here, and that at one point was going to be kind of nearing and enhancing some of the rain chances. But you're going to see that happens tomorrow a little bit here. But then as we go into Friday, we're going to find fewer storms into the forecast as we just get the right conditions coming around. We're just not going to have much in the atmosphere to start to spark that. The loss of energy, the loss of those fronts nearing in previous days where we've had clusters of storms and areas of storms together west and giving us that energy the next day. Those are all going away. So the high-res forecast is going to show more storm activity tomorrow, and then the hotter day is really set to come. 70s, the steam rooms in full force in effect. So tomorrow, look at the afternoon, 1 o'clock. The storms are firing up a little bit later like they did today. They weren't the morning storms the previous days and a lot of rain. And then we do have a good, healthy dose of storms, and that produces more storms that should be all across southeast Louisiana. I got about a 70% chance tomorrow. So I would count on the rain. But since it's afternoon into the evening hours, we could heat up. We could have a lot of 90s tomorrow. Heat index could be up to 105. We go into Friday. Look at this. I've got fewer storms. Yeah, we could still have a chance. I still give about a 40% chance. But look at this. We could be as hot as 95 in Bogalusa, 93 here in town. Got a heat index that could be approaching heat advisory criteria, 108. So scattered storms for Thursday, fewer storms Friday heading into the weekend. But really that heat index is really picking up as we get into the Friday, Saturday, Sunday time period. Then we will make a final shift to the forecast here with isolated storms into next week. But we'll start to get into this easterly tropical flow where there could be a weak system to bring in the rain chances we head into Wednesday next week, Tuesday, Wednesday, middle of next week. Tropics, we're taking a look here. Few tropical waves, nothing whatsoever into the Gulf. There's an area of storm activity you see here, but that is nothing of any organization whatsoever. Hurricane Eric in the Pacific, but we still don't have anything in the Central American Gyre. Main development region here too, there just isn't anything. There's indications here that because there's just so little development that that's very dry area that's in place. So there's nothing to be expected over the next 7 days still with that drier air that's in place. And that's good news for us. We will take no activity as long as we can. Rain chances over the next 7, scattered tomorrow. I got a 60% chance. I said 70 earlier, 60, 70, what's 10% amongst friends? And then we go into a 40% chance isolated Friday and then 30% isolated for the rest of the period thereafter. The hot days though of 93, possibly as hot as 95. Watch out because there could be some heat advisories issued through the weekend.